Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Monday through Friday. My name is JC, and this is the last CD that I had to burn to hand out to some of my friends. It is Music Macabre, and it is one of a three-part series. We also got Haunted Bounce, and we've got No Tricks, Just Treats. Each one of them is a certified JC Nova mixtape. I'm very proud of them. They each have kind of their own feel, all of them tying in with the spooky season. Let's start with this one, Haunted Bounce. Haunted Bounce is kind of like more upbeat, electro swing, and just funny songs. It's more humorous. We've got everyone on here from Outkast to Billie Eilish, Ski Whiff, and Tracy Morgan and Danny Glover. I'm very proud of this one, but this one is a little bit more airy, a little bit more party based, a little bit more upbeat. Next, we got the final one that I had to burn, Music Macabre. This one is kind of the more darker tones, serious spirit, a lot of goth. Top of the list is Bela Lugosi's Dead. It is a classic, but this is the Chris Shape and Sue Echo version, which I really enjoy. We've also got a few other ones on here. We've got Concrete Blonde, the Bloodletting song, Ministry, Every Day is Halloween. I threw DMX in there because Damien 3 is like, it doesn't get enough play. I've got a lot of independent artists on there, but I've also got bands like Paralyzed Age and Sleep Token. So this one is definitely the more gothy, dark-themed album out of the three.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Scream.
Scream-O-Vision.
Which brings us to this one. This one's probably my favorite, No Tricks, Just Treats. This playlist has a constant theme running through it, which is passing away and finding yourself in the underworld, but realizing that the underworld can be a lot of fun, in the vein of Monkey Bone or Wendell and Wild. This playlist features a lot of underground artists, but it also has like Gorillaz and The Specials. It's got Twisted and ICP, because let's face it, when you're talking about the underworld being a party, it doesn't get more underworld or underground than our homies at Psychopathic or Magic Ninja Productions. I've also got a few names on here that you might not be familiar with, such as Faderhead and Wargasm. But the cool thing about all three of these playlists is that I have made them available for you here on YouTube. There is going to be a link in the description, and there's also going to be a playlist on this channel for each one of these Halloween playlists. So no matter what you're into and what your tastes are, there's a playlist of music there and available for your Halloween get-together, for your spooky gathering, for your poltergeist party. The music's there and it's available, and it's almost as if I'm the DJ. So I'm very happy about that. I'm excited about it. Yay! I love sharing music. Sharing music is one of my passions. For as long as I can remember, I've been making mix CDs and mixtapes and giving them out to friends. But I've realized in the last couple of years that not everyone has the ability to play compact discs anymore. I've ran into quite a few people that are like, I have nothing to play this on. So me being able to put these songs out there and put these tracks out there, hopefully people find something that they really enjoy and they can add it to their Spotify or their Pandora or download it some other way. That's just keeping the idea of sharing music going. Hopefully I get to do this again in the future where I create another playlist and I get to share it with all of you. If you do end up finding music that you like, share it with a friend. While we're on the topic of sharing, share this video with a friend. Here's what I would like for you to do. When your friend goes to the bathroom or a coworker goes to lunch and they leave their phone where you can get to it, grab their phone, go onto youtube.com and search Monday through Friday, this channel, and subscribe. That way, my numbers go up and then I become your friend's problem. It's a win-win situation, except for your friend. Your friend won't be winning. Your friend will be like, what the hell is this? But that's okay. That's part of the game. That's part of the fun. My birthday was great. I had an awesome time. I also enjoyed reading all of your comments out there. Happy birthday. Thank you so much. I tried to reply to as many of you as possible, but know that your comments and your birthday wishes were appreciated. By the way, I just had a conversation with my Aunt Sue. She was wishing me a happy birthday, and we got to talking about the video that I posted last week. She had a really good idea, something that I didn't think of before, but I'd like to share that with you now. You really think I should write a book?
Yes. You have a lot of material. But what the best thing to do when it comes to writing your story is to stick with one topic. And Monday at Marshall's with the egg cracking is a great place to start. Just write that. And I think what will happen is the rest will flow. Because if your goddess is there, she'll step in when you need her.
Yep.
But I would like to hear about that next step when you actually, man, that had to be like, get the egg cracking down.
Yeah, the next step was I actually did something that I thought at the time was pretty clever, and that was once a week I would introduce something new. I started with clear nail polish, and then the next week it's like, okay, I'm going to add a little mascara. Week after that, colored nail polish, and then foundation, until I finally got down to just wearing clothes that fit me and going to work. And people would ask me, they're like, who did your eyeliner? And I'm like, I did. But then sometimes I'd get, wow, you need to teach me how to do that.
Oh, that's the theme for Tuesday. Tiny transitions.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I like that.
Write it down.
I'm writing it down.
Before we forget it.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm writing it down.
But see, everybody has a different story and a different way of dealing with it. People look at, you're gorgeous, honey. You are just drop dead gorgeous. And people look at you and they see, what I see is success. I saw a role model for other people.
Hell, if I could do it,
That's it.
if I can do it, then the gates are open for a lot of people to do the exact same thing, if that's what they're meant to do.
And I think that's why you got the followers you did. Because they felt encouraged by you. That's why I called you an ambassador. It was kind of fun to hear you use that in your birthday vlog.
Well, it's real. It is real. It is very
It is
like,
a real thing.
and I've had to do it in different situations, like at jobs. Hell, I went out one night a few weeks ago, and I ran into this girl, and we met at the bar. She's like, "You're cute. You want to go home with me tonight?" And I'm like, "Hey, just so you know, I have a penis." And she went from like, you're cute to like, Poppy. Ooh, Poppy, what are you going to do? And I'm like, no, not Poppy, Mommy. Then we went someplace else. And by the end of it, she's like, oh, Mommy. And I'm like, yeah, that's right.
You're so talented.
Hey.
But anyway, I didn't want to keep you too long on the phone, but I did want to talk with you about this because I think it would be a wonderful idea. But start small. I did a lot of creative writing courses, and one of the things that they suggested, and what most people do, is you start with a short story. And your short story is Monday at Marshall's. That's a really big deal. That's a really big deal because it's a creation story. It's a birth story.
Credit to my Aunt Sue on this one. She's the one who came up with the idea. I'm going to try and write a book about my whole journey transitioning and becoming JC. And I'm going to start with the story that I shared about my egg cracking. I got a lot of positive feedback on that story, and hearing my Aunt Sue talk about it was just the icing on the birthday cake. So, yeah, I think this is the universe saying it's time to put pen to paper here. So I guess one of the projects I'm going to be working on in the background for the next few months is I'm going to try to write a book. And then I get to add author to my credentials. I'm honestly a little bit scared. I'm a little bit nervous, but this is a challenge. And when the universe gives you a challenge, buckle up and go for the ride. It's a lot easier that way. I need to start writing, but the idea is that hopefully this book can be a tool to help people who have someone in their life that is going through a similar journey, if not to help people who are beginning their own journey. And it might be a useful reflection for people who've already gone through their transition to see how their story is similar to mine and how it's different. Because not everyone is going to experience things the exact same way. Until next week, thank you all very much for watching. Special shout out to my Aunt Sue for coming up with that idea. Thank you very much. I am really looking forward to this project, and I hope that you enjoy the music. Happy spooky season, happy Halloween, blessed Samhain, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Bye.